Why is a story about a failed apprentice who was capable of surviving an encounter with Darth Vader one of the most underappreciated stories in the Star Wars universe? This was the first game I played after a long hiatus of gaming. It was while I was facing issues in my own life, and I just wanted to lose myself in the epic lightsaber duels, immersive, familiar worlds, and adrenaline-filled fighting mechanics. But I felt literal goosebumps when I got to this scene that really changed Cal's beliefs of his identity as a Jedi. His story in Jedi Fallen Order got me to reflect on my own identity, as I struggled with procrastination and my mental health. There is one scene between Cal and his mentor Seer that really wraps up the lesson I learned. But before we get into that scene, recapping Cal's story up until this point will really help us understand him more. And it's the reason I was able to relate so well to the message in this game-changing moment. At this point in the story, Cal is fully reconnected with the Force after remembering the teachings of his master Jaro Tapal, who tragically died in front of Padawan Cal during Order 66. On Cal's mission to retrieve a Jedi holocron containing a list of Force-sensitive children before it gets in the hands of the Sith, he is led to the planet Dathomir. In this desolate and eerie planet, he experiences a vision of his master that really contrasts the fact that he has healed his connection with the Force, but not his connection with his inner child.
Yes, my blood is on your hands, Apprentice. You are a failure, a weakling, a traitor. You are no Jedi! No!
The vision we just played through solidifies the immense survivor guilt that Cal deals with. The weight of the survivor guilt on his shoulders transfers and results in him crushing his master's last gift to him. To Cal, that lightsaber was the symbol of his identity as a Jedi. And this is a crucial point to remember for later. Don't worry, I'll remind you, but man, I vividly remember this moment. Not only because of the emotional story motif of Cal being a failed apprentice, but because as the player, I felt that we made so much progress, and I was ready to play around with all the new Force skills I just learned. But even after so much growth, we were still struggling. Still being held back. The depth of Cal's struggles immersed me to the point where it had the opposite effect. I was no longer lost in a galaxy far, far away, but led deep within my own heart as I related and reflected on Cal's situation. I had a heavy problem with going to the gym consistently, and on some days I would spend half the day procrastinating on whether or not I should go, then the other half beating myself up about procrastinating and not going. Every time I made some progress on this, something always happened that pulled me back. Cal's current mentor, Seer Junda, stepped in to give Cal, and even me, some well-needed counseling.
What happened? Did you find the tomb? Your master's lightsaber.
I saw the day he died. I saw what I did.
Cal.
Now it's destroyed. I couldn't save him.
Cal, you were only a child.
No, I know I could have helped him if I'd been stronger and braver, if I would have listened to him.
Cal, it's time I told you everything that happened to me. When I escaped the Empire, they brought Trilla in the room. And when I saw her eyes, they showed me what I had caused, and something in me gave. And I lost all control. And I tapped into the dark side. And I killed them all. Every last one of them. I couldn't forgive myself. I had all this rage, and I tried pushing it down, but there was no hiding from myself. And all I wanted to do was die. But then I learned about the holocron. A spark of hope that there could be a future, that we could move on. Get up. I can't change what I did no more than you can change what happened to your master. It's in the past, but Cal, you have to make a choice to move on.
How?
You're gonna start with this. You are going to build a new one.
Every day was a struggle with that friction of needing to go to the gym. I would spend more than 6 hours on the couch watching motivational content traps instead of playing games, feeling like that was a good thing, but daydreaming about having a better physique. I made a lot of progress in a particular month after utilizing some self-development tools learned from YouTubers, only to fall into a week where I went back to square one with my bad habits. And then this scene hit, which gave me shocking clarity from the last words Seer mentioned before Cal went to rebuild his master's lightsaber.
Cal, you will be tested.
Yeah, but I'm ready.
I don't mean just here. Every Jedi faces the dark side, and it's very easy to fail.
You're still struggling with the dark side, even after cutting yourself off from the Force.
We will always struggle. But that is the test. It's the choice to keep fighting that makes us who we are.
I guess it's about time I find out who I am.
It was time for me to find out who I was by building myself a new identity, alongside Cal building his new lightsaber. I repeatedly told myself in the past that I was lazy and I couldn't help but procrastinate. But what I needed wasn't to focus on more tools or tips to fight procrastination, but to focus on rebuilding my identity. And I have to say, exactly like Sia mentioned, just catching myself in those moments was a struggle. And honestly, you might laugh at that extremely small goal. How would I build my dream physique by only going to the gym and doing one exercise? If we think about this rationally, how could I get to the point where I would go to the gym every day completing a full workout if I couldn't even go to the gym every day and do one exercise? As I ticked off my small accomplishment for the day in my habit tracker, slowly I found I was becoming the person who I envisioned myself to be. Since then, I've been to the gym every single day since May last year. I am proud to say that I am definitely the type of person who not only shows up to the gym every day, but who completes their full workout program every week, and got abs for the first time in my life after being the chubby gamer kid for far too long. The last scene where Cal revisits his fallen master really helped me understand this concept of identity being key to change, and I've implemented this to so many other areas of my life that I'm excited to share with you in game-changing moments like this. Let's see how Cal refaces his master with his new identity, his new lightsaber, and then what he says to Merrin about what a Jedi truly is.
Master.
You were wrong to return here unarmed.
Not unarmed.
You think that lightsaber proves you a Jedi?
No. Facing you. Memories that have haunted me since Braca. I won't run from them anymore.
Then let us see what manner of death your courage brings.
Master. I will never forget. The loss has become a part of me. We will honor your teaching. And your sacrifice.
Remember, persistence reveals the path.
You chose to return. Brave, but not wise.
Maybe. Merrin, right? I'm Cal Kestis. What you were told about the Jedi was not true.
So you say. Cal. Malicos said many things too.
Terran Malicos might have been part of my order, but what he is now, I have no idea. All I do know is having a lightsaber isn't what makes you a Jedi.
Then what does?
We were peacekeepers. We were betrayed by those we protected.
I was only a child when they attacked. An armored warrior brandishing this descended upon us and cut down my people.
I know what it's like to lose everything. Malicos was wrong to use that against you. We don't have to be enemies.
We will need this.
The saying we've been taught was wrong. It's not the tool that makes the man, but the identity behind its wielder. My goal for this year is setting myself a better identity. I am the type of person who completes my full workout every session, and I've completed that for the past few months. And I'm sure I'll learn so much about identity through this journey, but also through Cal's next journey in the next game, Jedi Survivor. If you enjoyed discussing this game-changing moment, give me some feedback. I have a plan to do a mini-series now that Jedi Survivor has been delayed and do a deep dive into Cal's full journey of healing his trauma, because I know his story can tell us a lot about our own. And by the way, I know there's been a habit that you've been struggling with lately. Master Tapal left some advice for you.
Focus! The Jedi do not seek aggression, but we stand against it. The Force is there to shield us. The obstacles in your path define the path. What stands in the way becomes the way. Now, try again.